Jonathan Casillas here, and I'm here with DJ Camilo, the celebrity DJ for the Giants vs. Baltimore game on October 16th. In partnership with Ford and in celebration of Latino Heritage Month, we'll be bringing culture, music, and style. DJ Camilo will be DJing for the Giants during warm-ups. Camilo, what can we expect to hear from you?
We're gonna hit them with a little bit of everything, some energy, and of course I gotta do a couple of Latin joints. You know, I gotta bring in some Bad Bunny in there, some Daddy Yankee, maybe a little bit of Mark Anthony, and then we're in New York, we gotta do some hip hop.
How about some Romeo Santos?
Ooh, bachata.
So talk to us about why you got started in the music industry as a DJ.
It started back in the days in my neighborhood. I went to a park jam, and I saw the DJ playing and entertaining the crowd, and I said, wow. This is the type of energy I want to do. I want to make people dance, you know? And from there on, it just became a hobby, and it became a goal to be on radio. Long journey. But here I am. I'm on radio every day. You know, Hot 97, 4 o'clock prime time.
Killing it. And you've been on the radio since I've been a kid.
Oh.
I've always listened to Hot 97. And I remember you way back in the day. What was the first music you started with? Was it Latin or was it more hip hop?
It was a combination of hip hop. It started with hip hop, but then it was a lot of reggae. You know, later on during the years, reggaeton became a thing where, you know, I embraced it, I ran with it, and dembow now, up-tempo. Now, during the years, I like to do open format. I like to play a little bit of everything, entertain everybody, you know?
So tell me about your journey. Like, when did it get hard? Did you ever question yourself throughout your journey as being a DJ?
It's still hard.
Okay.
You know, it's still hard.
You make it look so easy, though, bro.
The years, you know?
So easy.
Putting in that work in, but, you know, I think for me the hardest was when I was doing the mixtapes. You know, that's what really put my name out there, and just putting mixtapes out there in all neighborhoods around the country, around the world. That was a big obstacles for me to get popular. That was the thing. I wanted everybody to know who Camilo was. So
talk to me about your Latin culture. How do you bring that into your style and your DJing?
Well, you know, my parents came from Colombia. They came here with nothing. You know, I started DJing and they didn't understand it. They were like, what are you doing? We want you to go to school to do this, to do that. And I said, Mom, this is what I want to do. You know, as I started already moving in the nightclubs, I always put that Latin influence. So, you know, when I popped the mic, I always said a couple of Spanish words. Dímelo, Nueva York, you know what I'm saying? And I got them going. And I saw a big Dominican crowd be like, Dominican, Dominican, Dominican. I saw Puerto Rican crowd, Boris, you know? So I always put that into my sets. And everywhere I'm at, I always represent the, you know, the Latin culture. I'm Colombian, so.
It's always good to hear your name too. Like I'm a Jersey guy. I'm out in the scene.
Right.
I've been out in the streets a little bit too. But it's always good to see you because you always do a good job. You always bring the culture. You always bring the heat, and you always representing. So let's talk Spanish food. What's your favorite dish?
Oof. So many dishes, but I would have to go with the classic arroz con gandules, which is beans, you know, the steak, the plátanos on the side is a must, you know.
I go maduros. I like the
maduros.
Yeah.
Wifey's Dominican, so I'm covered with all that. And, you know, I usually go with that. I also like, after a hard day of partying, the next day, a sancocho soup.
All right, so what are we thinking for the Giants? Like, what's a good theme song for the Giants for this game?
Oh, you know, I think I'm going to have to go with the biggest. You know, since it's also Latin Heritage Month, I think we're going to have to go with Pepas by Farruko.
Okay.
Which is high energy, high tempo. You know what I'm saying? I know you know the song when you hear it.
So, Camilo, what's your pre-game routine to get ready to DJ?
So, my routine is to get to the spot at least 30 minutes before, check out the crowds. It's to see if there's more guys and girls, you know, if there's a lot of birthdays, and we get to it.
I like it, I like it. So you got something for me? You asking me something?
Of course. Well, you know, I need to know what's your go-to song, if you have a go-to song at the gym.
Oh, so look, before we get to the gym, because the gym is a little bit of mix, it's more like currently what I'm listening to.
Right.
But my go-to pregame song when I was playing ball was Certified Gangsters by Jim Jones.
Ooh, classic, baby. Harlem, shout to Harlem.
Yeah, and basically any Max B joint. Remember?
Any Max, of course.
So I'm really Jersey, you know what I mean? Even though Jersey's really affiliated with New York, but I'm really Jersey.
You would say your genre to go to would be hip-hop?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
100%.
Right.
I grew up like a Dipset. I felt like I was the 5th member of Dipset, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like, and the Locks, like everybody, like they always say either Jadakiss or Styles. For me, I got both of them in my top 10.
Right.
Both of them. That's how I get down with hip hop.
I like you more, bro.
Yeah. But I even switched it up and I even put some Enrique Iglesias on.
Right.
Like, Be My Hero. You know what I mean? Like, I'll switch it up.
Right.
Like,
and then when you're around a lot of ladies, you can't play Dipset all night neither.
Nah,
you know
you
what I'm saying?
man.
So you have to,
But Bad Bunny's a go-to, Osuna's a go-to, Al Alpha's a go-to.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I know how, bro, you play all of them. I just play your list. So hold on. Let's rewind real quick. Let's talk about the beginning and when you started. You had mixtapes, right? Camilo 1?
Camilo 1, Camilo 2, volumes, yep.
Volumes, right?
And then from there on, I started getting fancy and doing titles and you know, I followed the OGs like Envy and Clue and Flex, and I started, you know.
So when you started that volume 1, is that special to you?
That's very special to this day. I have it. I listen to it once in a blue, and I'm like, you know, this is what really set the tone for me. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that these mixtapes made it all over the world, you know, they were getting bootlegged in Germany and Japan. It was just amazing to me.
International.
Yes, sir.
International star. So we already know it's gonna be lit. Compliments to you. You know, celebrate Latin Heritage Month. We got the Giants and Ford bringing you live music, courtesy of you. We got food, we got dance competitions, and all of this is brought to you by the Ford Lightning F-150 truck. Ford's holding it down. We need the Giants to hold it down. I know you gonna hold it down.
It's called a movie on Sunday. And you know what I'm saying? And most importantly, for the win.
For the dub, baby.